So this guy, well, after seeing a match like this one, I suppose I've got little choice but to give you both an endorsement as champion. So I didn't deserve an endorsement last time. I do probably this time. There was a sort of sick joy and pleasure of just having watched like the most awful battle that ever existed. As a max defense seed. Think like, think if Metapod had Absorb, and its special attack was even lower than it normally is. Like, yeah. I don't think in the history of Pokemon there's ever been a worse battle than that. Except for maybe if you had a situation where you had like a normal type and a ghost type and neither could hit the other because of the moves they learned. And so it's something like that, you know. Yeah. The more we keep battling one another, the more our Pokemon will grow. You say that, but you don't get experience for losing. Oh hey, it's the Wishing Star. They're wishing stars. Since there are 2 of them, you should take one yourself. Cool. Actually, yeah, the whole theme of like Hop being a bit M-rated, shall we say. With one of these, my Pokemon can Dynamax. They're going to be massive. Yes! Bear in mind, these are wishing stars. They're stars that if you make a wish, your dream will come true. This is Hop's dream. They'll be massive, yes. It's certainly going to fetish territory, I'm telling you that. They say wishing stars fall down for those who have a true wish in their heart, you know. I will be the greatest trainer ever. Say it 3 times, doesn't matter. Oh, yeah, I forgot I even said that, yeah. But say it 3 times, so surely my wish will come true now, right? Nope. Yes, these rocks contain the most destructive power around. Here, take one. It's the whole joke. I think there was a VG Cats comic about it, like back in the day. Like, oh, you're giving us these like Pokemon of like unimaginable power? And then the professor's, you know, sort of derpy face, oh, I don't see why not. And then it like the panel ends like the world being destroyed and like, was it Aries, the female cat from VG Cats? I can't even remember. Like riding out on an Arceus. There's a whole bunch of debates as to how you name some Pokemon. So apologies if I mispronounce a Pokemon's name, like Pikachu. Because everyone now knows that you call it Pikachu. It's already the adventure of a lifetime. We got into that forest and then we had weird, crazy hallucinations, man. And now I got my ass handed to me, but I got an endorsement handed to me afterwards as well for some reason. And now my Pokemon are gonna be massive. Yeah, that's my wish. So yeah, I think we've had what, like 2 times overnight now. Not exactly beating the stereotype of only really knows how to cook, eh? Also, the hair thing's really annoying. Like, you'll see it in just like some animation like poses, just constantly flicking the hair. And now that I've pointed out to you, when it happens, it's going to really annoy you. Yeah, it's time for the adventure to truly start, because this is pretty much the end of the tutorial section. Yada yada. Yeah, there was a weird heavy fog, man. And then this even weirder Pokemon appeared. It's like Pikachu on acid all over again. The Eds have tried to fight it off, but they kept coming, man. And then I think we both passed out or something. It's all pretty hazy. So there's definitely some drugs in that forest, I think. Well, didn't Themagy say like she went to the woods beforehand as well? So does she actually know about that Pokemon? Dynamax bands. The latest gimmick for Sword and Shield. They're made by fitting the wishing stars you found last night into those bands. It's just like the one Lee has on him too. Now we can Dynamax his Pokemon like he does. They'll be so big. And then he grew up and became the head of the WWE. I don't know if you've seen how many people actually know about wrestling or know the Vince McMahon gifs. And if you know the Vince McMahon gifs, you know the one I'm talking about. And don't be afraid to go to all sorts of places and meet all sorts of Pokemon. That will help fill out your Pokedex too, which isn't going to really happen too much in the Nuzlocke, because we're getting one Pokemon per area. Right, Legend of My Reign is finally about to begin. I was going to make a joke about some other kind of rain, but I think the only rain is going to be on this parade. There's a different type of rain altogether. One last thing before we race. I'm not racing you. I'm not doing that. Got some great advice for me. You know how sometimes you see Pokemon wandering around in tall grass, yeah? If you move real slow like this and crouch down, those Pokemon won't pay you any notice. And then the other thing's the whistling. Which, it doesn't seem to work too well. Like, when you notice it, like you can get like some Pokemon like walking up to you, but why can't you just walk to them? It's weird. So, plus, I think this Pokemon doesn't show up until after you do the battle. Because I played like the first like tutorial bit on like a second profile because I was like traveling, and I'm not going to play on my main file that I'm streaming off of, and at that point I didn't know the audio had corrupted. I don't have any stories from that because I was just playing regularly. And I was sort of like breezing through it rather than even commentating on it. And it's a shame because I think I know what this evolves into. I'm like 90% sure. I think it evolves into like that turtle in the trailers. But I really want one. That was like, there were like a few Pokemon I earmarked for like, if I made a team on like first couple of playthroughs or whatever, I would get this Pokemon. Yeah, swap out. Send out Greg. Good old Greg. I should really just name them like overly British names. Fred of Windsor. Would that fit? I don't think it would fit. Fred of Windsor. So yeah, I know the types of like the first 4 gems. I guess. But then, to be frank, I sort of knew it from the trailer, and it was fairly obvious, like, way before the actual gems as to what type they were. Like, the 3rd gym leader, like, the whole, like, walking route to it's like, oh yeah, there's this guy, he's a fire gym leader. Yeah, I'm not purposely walking into Pokemon, I'm just going back. So it's odd, that appeared in the exact same spot when I was playing earlier on the other profile. The spawns seem... I never got around to explaining this, but the wilds is very weird because a lot of the spawns are very set. Like, there were some evolved Pokemon that always stuck around in those areas. And I wonder if it's, like, just done by, like, the date on the calendar or whatever, the console? Something like that. Just, hopefully it changes out each day. But we'll know once I hit the wilds, because there was an Onyx... early on in the route yesterday. And now that it's a new day, hopefully there isn't. I'm trying to remember what the weather was like in the first section. Was it snowy? I don't... Oh, yeah. Before I forget. Because, hey. How many did I catch? I caught a really special one, and you got not one. Yeah, this is a Nuzlocke, mate. Oh yeah, sorry, we're abandoning you. Sorry, Mum, we're going out for a pack of smokes. Set of camping gear. So we can play Curry Connoisseur Simulator 2057. Yeah, this line was a bit weird. Thanks, Mum, and just to think how lucky you are, Mother to the first ever pair of champion brothers. And that'll be your only worth in life. Like, what an ass. Because I'm certain to be the next champion, you'll see. I think his mum knows how much of a failure he is. Of course she will be, darling. Like, I want to, like... think that this is just said in a purely like sarcastic tone. We're off. Your mother in this game looks really young. I don't know if it's just the hairstyle. Can you change hairstyles on this? I think you can, because weren't there different hairstyles by the things? Yeah, so this looks a lot like all the ScotRail trains around here. Like, just the colouring of the seats. Like, they're not exactly... You don't exactly get bench ones here. But like the yellow outlines, blue seats. You know, they did the sort of research for this sort of thing and like went out to the place that they're basing it on. And like, I can think of several places in Scotland like that. First places like. Yep. Ruler on the tracks, you've got to go through the wild area. What is brilliant? The wild area is massive and there's lots of Pokemon to battle here. You get it, don't you? Best possible place to put together the greatest team. Right. So, Wycombe. Can I just connect? I need to change that card. That profile. I do. I want someone else. Score Bunny. I really do like the cute Eevee outfit though. Like, if I could get an Eevee outfit like that. Quite the lashes, eh? And then there's just like the random point in the hair. Oh yeah, ran into one of those. Ran into one of those. Ran into one of the postmen as well. Yeah. Hey, surprise trade. I'm sort of hoping my internet might affect this. I have not tried any of the raids. That's one thing I haven't done. Because I suppose I could possibly pick like a raid instead. That'd be a thing. But I'm really worried about those because I might just lose my team. Those two young trainers are setting out on a journey, but what are you doing with your life? Damn! Yeah, I thought maybe I should look into like that drug Pokemon, you know. That should be fine, right? That's the thing. Yeah, you know. I think my major disappointment from starting again is that there was a certain Pokemon I lost, and I'm not going to bring it up until I see it. And hopefully I'll see it, and I'll tell you what I nicknamed it, because I gave it the perfect nickname. What cheek. Dynamax Pokemon are really on another level, you know. Yeah. So, I never did these raids. And I have no idea what level you need to be for them. But that one with all the clouds, like over there, I don't even remember seeing something like that beforehand. I'm trying to remember when I got my bike as well. Oh no, that was later on. That was like... Oh, that was like just before the second gym, wasn't it? Oh crumbs, are those other players? Oh, they are. Okay, first Pokemon that pops up. It's friggin' Onyx there. Okay, I'm going to do a quick check here. So, who's my fastest? 15, 17, 22. Okay, Grookey is my fastest. And here lies the problem. So if I had to a very strong looking Onyx. Right. Okay. Ice Hail. It's level 26. Yes, I'm just running from that. And I really just did that to make a point. I don't think I can actually legitimately catch that. I'm gonna see. I think you can check what you can catch. Oh no, because it's based off your card, isn't it, that you could check? No, I do not have the card. Yeah, because I get it at the 10. Okay. So if I went and... Let's say I go for just a hidden Pokemon then, right? Maybe that... So that's a hidden one there. So this will try to be my catch if it's at an appropriate level. Gets a Bumblebee. Right. Okay. That's fair enough. Level 7. Okay, that's much better. I might just... So that Onyx was there beforehand, and there are a few other, like, fully evolved Pokemon. So there's like a Liepard, a couple of Zatus, a Corviknight. There's a Steelix as well, over to the right. Yeah, I can do one more tackle. And there's Machokes, like they're at level 26 or so. And I don't think I can catch that high. So I don't think I've got much choice here. Now, I know it gives you a message saying when you throw the Pokeball, it says you can't do that. Like, it doesn't count as your turn. I wasn't going to do it for the Onyx, because if for some reason it didn't, and I lost a Pokemon because I failed a catch. Like, yeah. Like, but I'll be a nickname. Sure. So, see... Sifa. And I didn't caps it. Okay. I'm trying to remember what I got from this one last time. I'm getting a fair few frame drops there. I didn't beforehand. I wonder if online has something to do with it. See, yeah, I'm pretty sure there was one of those there beforehand as well. Did I change area? I might have. I don't remember a Piloswine being there, actually. I don't know if I changed area or not. 10 map. So, the way I'm doing this as well... Okay, so this is all one massive area here. It's called the Rolling Fields. So I effectively count that as a route. So that's one route, that's two routes. You know, 3, 4, 5, etc. Huh. The crown symbol. What's that mean? I wonder if that's to do with... No. Maybe it's Dynamax raids? Oh, shoot. He was after me, that one. But I can't catch another Pokemon in this area. Okay, so Double Grove. So, hidden Pokemon here. There's one. It's a Snova, which... I think I've only ever used in a Nuzlocke once, a randomised one. It didn't last too long. It's level 15, which means I probably can catch it. Actually, there's no way I'm gonna get that. See, this stuff's way too high a level. So I never really got a solution for how to implement this into Nuzlocke. Like, they're friggin' dangerous. I mean, it could be risk reward, you can say, but a lot of the time I don't even know at this point what Pokemon I can catch, right? A Ninjask? I mean, I don't think I went to this part of the area before anyway. So, I think what I'm going to say is that I'll do it this area if I ever like do another Nuzlocke of this game. I'll do wild catches after I find the Pokemon card. I create my Pokemon ID. Cause then I'll be able to see what Pokemon I can catch. And that'll make things way smoother. Oh wow, there are so many frame drops in this area online. I never had this problem when I didn't have online on, by the way. But wow. Yeah, okay, this area is slowed down dramatically. Yeah, there's no Snover in that grass beforehand. There were no Mudbrays beforehand, so actually the pop-ups do change. Right, okay. The Xatu is there still. Also, on the map here, you can change it so that toggle weather on and off. Hey, it's sunny in this area, it's snowy over there, stormy in other places. So it can change. Another note. Right. Holy shit. He's taking ET home, guys. Oh, there's a Mudsdale here. Huh. Maybe. Just maybe. No, there's a Lipard here. And that was there beforehand. So I'm just going around. I'm not catching anything. Just to make that clear. I'm just seeing if how the wilds have actually changed. So yeah, there's still a Corviknight here. And oh boy, I am definitely not meaning to run into any wild Pokemon in this section, because this was just, like, I've ran into just a basic thing, and it was level 20 something. Like, no. Okay. Nuzleafs and bronze. I did see I think a Bronzor. See, there's a Steelix. So that's still around. I just can't remember what the weather was like in all the places yesterday. I don't remember seeing a Drifloon there. I did see a couple of Gyarados and stuff in the water, Goldines. And at the point I reached, there was no way to go into the water. I'm glad there are no HMs. I'm glad they did away with HMs and have kept on with that. They do. I did notice in this game. Now I might just point it out in a moment because I probably can. Oh, mushrooms. Nice. Gonna make some curries. at some point. Not now. There's a part of me that says, hey, just disregard wildlands from like Nuzlocke rules. But you lose out on so much variety if you do that. I think the Wilds is the only online area. Okay. Here we are. First city in sort of like past tutorial land, we'll call it. So from the impression I get, they're sort of like split into chunks. Also, that Pokeball guy is freaky as F. So the game seems split into certain areas. So you had this sort of like beginning area, tutorial land, and then place that I'm guessing you're going to revisit later. Slumbering World. Then you get the trade, and then you got this. Well, the Wilds is sort of its own thing. But then you got this circuit that you go around. You go clockwise around it. And then you have to go through the Wilds again. And this is sort of the bit I got to. And then it looks like, you know, you got this section. And then you've got a section up here. So it's almost distinct. So this sort of like acts as sort of a hub to this section, it seems. Like it's the major city of this bit. Also, that... Oh, I can't even remember its name. What is it? That water turtle thingy-majiggy. Looks really weird. Like the one tooth. Is it even a tooth set of teeth? Is it even? I don't know. What's it doing to those berries? Is it just chewing on a tablecloth? It's chewing on a tablecloth and taking it... moving all the berries. I thought it was like a water gun initially, but... Huh. Pokemon Center. PC. League card. Here we go. So this is sort of like... Oh no, but you got the like weird gym badge collection as well. I was gonna say it's sort of like what your trainer card would be beforehand. Like, yeah, number of hours played, name, money, trainer ID, what badges you have. It's almost like a trading card thing. I'll make mine. I'm just going to recreate what I made beforehand. Make a new league card. So, on my one... I don't remember that. I've got EVs, because EVs are awesome. And they're way better than Pikachu. Except for the cry. The cry they added in is a bit weird, but hey. And then, we've got a flash of light. And... Actually, did I have that background? It's the next step. Change mode, move, change expression. What did I have? I had like... Oh, blah, blah, blah. No, I can't even remember what I had. Might have been that. What an expression, right? And then pose. That's even goofier. I think I went for like that. I'm like Dragon Ball. I'm like going Super Saiyan or whatever. This is like Prime Ginyu Force. You need the clear coating. The shine. Okay, Pokemon. They need healed, I think. Okay. Yeah, you're here for the challenge. So I think I'm doing way better than I did yesterday. Mainly because I haven't had 3 Pokemon die. Which sort of happened, but that was because I messed around with the wild area a bit too much. I also had more Pokemon. Say wild area. Nah. What was it I found? Because I'm sure there was something. Laptops. Was it shoes? No, shoes were. Rucksack. Get a Challenger rucksack. Actually, the rucksack looks way better. Yeah. Another rucksack. Sports cap. No, we cannot have a sports cap. That's what I got. Oh yeah. Okay, I haven't lost the expression at least. Oh, right. So, this trainer can catch Pokemon of up to level 20. Okay. So that's my limit on it currently. Now, I'm actually going to play by another rule as well for this Nuzlocke. And when I say rule, it's more guideline and it's sort of a my choice type deal. Yep, definitely Zoro. And it is, the rule I'm going to do is basically if it's a new Pokemon, a new Galarian form of a Pokemon, I'm going to prioritise using it over an old Pokemon in my team. Like if I've got a team with 5 new Pokemon and 1 old Pokemon and I just catch another new Pokemon, that new Pokemon is going in my team and kicking that old Pokemon out. Hey, I want to see the new stuff. Now, the wild area, I don't know if I've seen any new Pokemon in there. Oh yeah, I lost Scorbunny by this point. I lost him to the wilds. Rest in peace, Greg. 1. So the charcoal was pretty useless to me. What? I had a Vulpix later on. Why didn't I use it on that? Now, it's actually worth saying quickly. Yeah, that guy's a freak. There is a place to fish in this city. Now, when I played it yesterday, I fished in the wild area in that lake, because there was a space to do that. And I got a Magikarp. And I only got Magikarps from the water in here. I don't know if that's the only catch, but I think I tried it 4 times and it was only Magikarps. Now, the thing is, I don't want to catch a Magikarp. Because there's another Pokemon I can catch in this city. And I won't spoil it. Because it's going to be a later point. And in fact, I don't even know what Pokemon I'll get from that. Yeah, Hop Special, alright. I'm Leon's little brother, in fact. And the next champion. Get me signed up, peasant. I have family connections. I am part of the elite. Do my bidding. Yes, I'm trying to. Yada yada yada. They're successfully registered. Third number on the uniform. So, the number being 008 is a reference to the fact that I had 8 deaths to the point I played, so just to the last gym. What the heck is that symbol? Caught a Swinub. What? Is that happening nearby? Also, love Team Yelsa from what I saw. And at this point, I think I still thought that Rose guy from the intro. By the way, really weird. I think this might be the first game, or first one I can think of, where it's not the professor giving the talk at the beginning. And I do think Rose might be a villain. Or just I'll get to it in a second. Anyway, what are you doing now? Tell, researching mysterious Pokemon. It's said to be there. And I'm researching it by not going there myself. Because it might be a ghost according to your account, and I don't like ghosts. Look into the legends, I might figure something out. The crystal in there, that's giving me actually... I didn't notice this like last time, but it's actually giving me real vibes of Gen 3. Like, are those crystals going to be stolen later on to awaken legendaries or something? The darkest day. It was truly a dark day. My favourite streamer got banned from the game for cheating. Land was assaulted by a gigantic Pokemon, defeated by a single young hero bearing a sword and shield. Yada yada yada. Maybe it's like the clouds used during Dynamax. You'll be alright, Sonia. Tuesdaying, check out. Right. Okay. It is time, ladies and gentlemen. For the introduction of the most ardent fans. I need to do this justice. We all came all the way out to this big city so we could properly cheer on the gym challenges. Team Yell is here to help after all. If you're in for a battle, if you want to stop us. It's actually weird because a lot of the... I don't know if this is the proper term for it. A lot of the dialogue, later on at least, is really colloquialized. This is very standard writing. I'm up for that. There's a lot of ears and what you gonna do about it? Didn't we tell you, mate? You get in our way and you're in for a battle. Team Yell's all about helping one very special trainer to win this here gym hat challenge. See that is? I'm just going to New York slightly. We want to make sure she gets cheered done real nice and proper. And now you're gonna help us make some noise. I was doing the accent way better yesterday. I've still got a bit of a cold going. I had a real good Liverpudlian accent going on yesterday, and maybe it'll get to me with a certain dialogue. Freaking love new Zigzagoon. I like old Zigzagoon in all honesty, but... Controversial opinion time. Really liked most of the Pokemon in Sun and Moon. And I'm digging a lot of the Pokemon introduced for Sword and Shield. Went looking for a fight and I lost. So pathetic. I'm not nailing it at all. I'm disappointed myself here. Oi, give me a break here. Team Yell, get revenge for me, would you? Of course I got you covered, mate. What could possibly be better than a battle in a lovely hotel lobby? Challenge by Team Yell grunt. I'm gonna nick it. So, the way experience works in this game, you get more of your Pokemons used in the battle, and you get more for the lower the level you are. Like, I think it's in your level in relation to the opposing Pokemon. Like, if it's a way lower level than the opposing Pokemon, and it's in your team, in your party as a whole, you get way more experience. Like, there's a section later on where you get gifted a Pokemon, it's level 1. I I think it's about level 20 or so, the other stuff around there. Got like 450 experience, right, the first Pokemon I faced. Otherwise I was getting like 150. So it's pretty big. And you get less experience, obviously, if you're a higher level than them. So it sort of bounces out, in all honesty, and it seemed thus far from what I was playing that it was keeping my team at a reasonable level. And I know people don't like the EXP share, yada yada yada, but let me tell you this. I way prefer it to having to swap and out and like train Abras and Magikarps. Okay, granted, it's a bit of, you know, a false argument, me giving the other extreme. And sure, maybe you can say, oh, well, why not just give it an option to turn it off and everything, which, okay, fair. I'd agree with that stance. I don't see much reason necessarily to do it. To be at that point with this game, especially, I think it's more just to starve your team of experience. And so, like, fight less wild Pokemon, try and actively avoid them, like, sort of, if you really wanted, I think, even with the XP share as it is, you can still be under-leveled. But EXP seems to have a bit of a catch-up mechanic to it. See, like, Bumblebee got 53 experience, Nadro got 41. Razor Leaf. Yeah, it's better than Branch Poke, right? 5 accuracy, like higher crit, and like a bunch more power. Like 20 more power because of stab. And having like Razor Leaf like 30 seconds ago would have been nice. So at this point, story from yesterday as well, I had a Stuffle. And Stuffle, if you know Stuffle well, I know Stuffle well. Stuffle's one of my favourite Pokemon overall. I did one of those ranking things. I think it came like possibly in my top 6 evolution lines. My voice is unsure when I'm sad. I want to yell, but I'm unsure. I came to see the gym challenge opening ceremony, but this is awful. Guess it was defeat that I heard coming. I think I'm about to cry. Barney's cool. From what I've seen of her. See, they're not really much of a threat. They're just so caught up with wanting to support me, yada yada yada. Cool. They have certainly gone into that sort of design lately, haven't they? like your Team Yell, your Marnie. It's almost a bit of a carry on from, say, Team Skull and Gladion. I mean, Marnie's very different personality to Gladion, right? It's the design aesthetic. I mean, Team Yell sort of carries on from Team Skull in a way. They're more mischievous than malicious, though. Like, Team Skull are sort of like incompetent misfits, but they're still trying to do, you know, evil things and whatever. Except for like that one like Pokemon Center, was it like Po Town or whatever? Gym Challenger, no thanks. Okay. Huh. Item, Silk Scarf. Nice. So, I was talking about HMs earlier, right? And they were often what gated you. But you see, you still got a lot of sections like this. Like, they had it a lot in Sun and Moon as well. It feels really unnatural, and in a way, like, the obstacle is better. Like, an actual legitimate reason, like, oh, I can't move this block unless I have strength or something like that, or there's tree to cut, etc., and the path is clear. As to what you need to do, you need to be able to do that. What was I looking for? Oh, the thing I'm looking for isn't here yet. Never mind. I don't know. It might be. Yeah. Wop. Place near water. Right. So, in a way, like, the 8-gem system sort of worked from a sort of, like, it's better than a really awkward narrative standpoint, if you know what I mean. Like, it's very shoehorn narrative, like, oh, you can't pass here for whatever reason. Whop. But it's not the Pokemon, it's just an old man that dives into the fountain. I wonder if it's the old man. It's not, it's a Pokemon. That's weird, why does it sound like an old man? The Pokemon's an old man in disguise. Nah. Okay. I can't remember, I think you got like a TM for this. Also, yeah, it took me way longer than I care to admit as to finding that Minchino. Because I thought, oh, he's by the water, so be by the waterfront, at like the front of the town, like the lower levels. Nope. So I was like going around there just whistling. But no, there's two little hidden fountains here. And I got so annoyed when I found the old man after all that time just looking. Yeah, for the uniforms. Oh yeah, I was going to check this actually. So, and what I'm checking isn't spoilers at all. Oh yeah, I suppose I should do the cutscene thing before I check this. Ladies and gentlemen, I am Rose, chairman of the Pokemon League. I know that everyone gathered here and everyone watching from home all have been waiting for this big moment. It is my pleasure to announce that finally the Galar Region Gym Challenge will now begin. See, this is going way too fast for reading. Yes, the Gym Challenge. Participants must defeat the 8 gym leaders, and it's hard to do a voice gym at the same time, and go over the 8 gym badges to prove their skills as a trainer. Only the most worthy will have the honor of challenging the greatest champion in history. There's something that just throws me off and think he's evil, by the way. Now, I would like to invite the gym leaders to show themselves. Okay, it'd be good having a good look at this again. So I know 4 of the types, and I think there's only 7 people that appear here. Grass type, Expert Milo. So he's the first one. The Raging Wave, the Master of Water types, Nessa. Is it actually doing it in order? I think it is. The Ever-Burning Man of Fire, here comes the Fire type veteran Kabu. The Gala Karate Prodigy, nobody's better at fighting types than B. The Master of Fantastic Theatre, that's the charming fairy type user Opal. The Hard Rock Crusher, please welcome the Rock type Master Gordy. And last but not least, the Tamer of Dragons, it's Right, wait a minute. Was that? Yeah, it was 7. I was like, is that only 6? No, it's 7. Right. I was thinking they were probably a Giovanni situation, but they're not. Because, hey, Dragon Guy at the end is the 8th gym leader.